It's great to welcome Rankin Roger to the Bass Sessions today. Rog, thanks for taking the time to join us.
Thanks for having me again.
Yeah.
Once again at Bass Studios, and this is good.
This is the second one, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a while ago. The last one probably I was thinking about actually a couple of years ago.
Indeed. But it always gets a bit personal here.
You're on the couch.
That's right. When I noticed that, I was asking the cameraman, I know I'm on the couch, where would you like me on the couch? You know, so it started off on a good note.
All the best deals get done on the couch. No, the beat. Very, very busy. I mean, we're now July 2012, and I've been looking on your website, absolutely chock-a-block until the end of the year,
Packed till
gig-wise.
Christmas, yeah.
I mean, it's every single month there's something going on, so you boys are very, very busy out there.
Too busy, I say. I mean, how can you say that in these recessional times,
Yeah.
you know? But we're very lucky because we've kept on going, and we've tried to keep the music as close to, you know, the original sound as we can, and people love it and love the way we're handling it and want more and can see, you know, we're quite grounded and down-to-earth people by the shows we do, and they just keep coming back.
I like the fact, you know, you get out there and people know that you're very approachable now. I mean, you know, as I just said off camera, we've known each other for a long time, meeting in Bearwood High Street, etc., etc. But you know, what you see is what you get on camera and off camera, which I think a lot of people can relate to that. You're doing the Upton Festival. I would normally say the Jazz Festival because it used to be a jazz festival, but it's more of a kind of a rock festival these days. You're on that with Los Pacaminos, Paul Young's band, which we've done a bass session with them at the end of last year, and they're a fantastic live band. Goes out, he's enjoying himself. He doesn't trade off the fact he's Paul Young, just has some fun. Selector, another fantastic band, and the Beat. So I mean, that's the 25th of August.
Yes, and I think that's going to be a day for people to remember because you're going to have loads of 80s people there. Not trying to give my age away. You can see there's a bit of grey hair there, you know, bits and bobs. But you know, just the fact that, you know, the experience and the professionalism of all these people. And
I think they'll be very tired.
Music.
Bring your dancing trousers for that one.
Definitely. I just hope it doesn't rain.
Yeah. Let's get it all out of the way in July.
That's it.
I mean, we're Midlands based, but you're playing Eric's in Liverpool as well. It must be great to go back because that was a real kind of the end of the 70s, start of the 80s, kind of rock and roll, punk rock, kind of ska, reggae, two-tone venue, wasn't it really?
That's right. And I think the important thing is, I mean, after doing all these, you know, we go out and we do big festivals and we play to 20,000 people, and you do these, you know, we do big gigs and we do real small ones as well, because when you're close to, you know, the audience is that close to you and you make a mistake, you can all laugh about it, you know, and they just go, he's a real geezer, I like him, you know, and that's the thing that makes people keep coming back because they realise you're real, you're not going to all of a sudden turn your back on them and what you're singing about you believe in, and they believe in what you're singing about. So it's, you know,
actually, I wanted
the politics of the day have all come back. It's more or less a mirage. It's like a mirage of what was happening 30 years ago. Slightly different in many ways, but there's a lot which is the same, and a lot of young blood have come up and they're listening to the music. You know, we've seen 18-year-olds and 20-year-olds at our gigs singing the lyrics, and that blows me away because it means
it's not a nostalgia act, is it?
We've got through to another generation.
You've got something to say,
and
to
it's
people.
You know, it's words. We sang those words because it's what was happening around us. It's not that it was anything prophetic, you know what I mean?
I like the fact that, you know, the Beat, peace, love, unity. I mean, it's a message that never dates, and as you say, in these times, it's as relevant now as it was 30 years ago, and it's going to carry on.
I think so, and so,
you know,
even more. You know, I think in Europe we've got that sorted. Well, certainly in England we've got that sorted out a bit. I think in other parts of the world it's horrendous. You know, you look at the Middle East and it's terrible. You know, and we need something to happen there that's just going to unite them all and make them make peace with us. You know, I don't know what it's going to be, but something needs to, or else something's going to give way, and it's not going to be very nice. And the fact about it is, you know, if the Western world goes to war with the Arabs or the Chinese, I can already say that none of the people in this room right now would want to see that happen.
No.
So that's, you know, already that's telling me, regardless of what they're showing me on the news, the majority of people don't want it to happen, and they're trying to make it happen.
They show you what they want you to see, don't they? I mean, it's always the way. So You know, the music you play, the Clash, the bands like the Special. I mean, you toured with the Clash and you played in France and you knew Joe very well and that. I mean, I think you guys actually did make a difference back there, and it has kind of infiltrated through, hasn't it? Those kids 30 odd years ago, and now people, some of them are in fairly high important jobs or whatever.
That's right.
But they've taken that message and they've lived their life questioning things and actually going out there and kind of believing in
trying to make a difference. And I think the whole thing about it is it starts from the individual.
Yeah.
You know, and it's affected. You know, some of our audience have gone out there and become big in whatever they do and have tried to make a difference. It's an ever lasting.
It's going to always go on, isn't it?
Grind, and it's hard work and it's not easy. But I think the more people who are aware of and conscious about, you know, how to treat your fellow man and you know the morals of business.
And you see people just getting along. People are people, aren't they?
That's it.
Yeah,
That's
fantastic.
It.
And I just want to say, like, that tour goes right the way to December, and the 15th of December you're doing Birmingham Town Hall. I know we're sat here in July thinking, oh, Christmas and that, but it'll be gone like that.
Oh, it comes quick.
That's got to be a great one to finish off on.
I think it will be. The thing about it is we did it last year and it sold out, and it didn't look sold out, but it was to do with fire regulation. So we've tried to get them to give us a few more, you know, let a few more seats available, or standing, you know, area available. They're very good with us at Town Hall, and it was the first time the Beat ever played there. To go.
Really?
Oh yeah. I think at one time, the Town Hall had seats in it, so any band that played there, well, it was a seated venue, and the Beat had this tradition of never playing a seated venue, which we never did in
Cost
England.
you too much to replace a seat.
Well, it wasn't that. We were a dance band, so why be sitting down? You know, that was the whole point. And I know the Specials and Selector and Madness, they all did it, but we were so adamant about it. So instead of playing Hammersmith Odeon, we played Hammersmith Palais instead. Instead of playing the Odeon, we used to play the Hummingbird in Birmingham, things like that. Yeah. So
that's great, conscious effort.
Yeah, it was. It was. But it's again, at the end of the day, you know, it's the music is dance music. No matter what people call it, they might call it reggae, ska, pop. It's a merge of all of those, and soul as well, calypso, everything. So it's dance music, and it's got a message. It's got a strong message, and the thing about it is, which still confuses me to this day about beat music, is how sad the lyrics are, but how happy the music is. I mean, people are smiling at our gigs. We're singing to them about tunes like Big Shot, you know, about, you know, all these banks taking all your money and stuff. And they're smiling along, you know. So there's something that doesn't seem to be right, but at least it moves them and makes them happy to hear, and it's making them aware of.
Well, they go away and they listen to things, don't they? And you listen to the words probably later on, but on the evening you're enjoying the music and you're enjoying the dance. I've brought people along to your shows that, you know, that probably aren't particularly into going to see live music, and I've dragged people. You know, you can't say drag people along. But I've brought people along, and they've left. They absolutely loved it. You know, and they can't keep still. People can't keep still to that kind of music. To yourselves and bands like the Specials and that, and that's fantastic. You kind of instill in people a kind of a joy for that evening, and then they go away and read the lyrics, and they've got something to say as well, and that's why I think bands like yourself are really, really important. Actually.
Well, I'm hoping most important of all, is that, you know, when younger bands come to see us, and bands like the Specials, that we're setting a precedent for them, so that they know they have to, you know, they want to be good and they want to get somewhere, they have to reach that kind of skill.
Exactly.
And that's in entertaining the audience. And I mean, I've seen so many new bands who I think that's some great music, great lyrics, great songs, great arrangements, and live, you guys, it sounds all right. If only you would talk to your audience. If you spoke to your crowd, they would respond, and it would get you guys going. And it's just, you know, you'd work off each other then. And I think half of the secret of being an entertainer, or the live on the live scene anyway, is to be able to talk to your audience and get a response back from them. So that's a key.
Right, okay, we talked about all the live stuff, and we're going to go on to the first 3 albums have been reissued, haven't they? The deluxe copies. I mean, I'm loving it. There's 3 CDs, or 2 CDs and 1 DVD in each one. You've got the DVD has got Top of the Pops appearances, or things from documentary shows that were on at the time. I know there's
John Peel sessions.
John Peel sessions on the spare tracks, and the extra radio session tracks, and
that's right. Loads of interviews.
Yeah,
I think. It was great getting all the stuff together. It was really interesting because, you know, I'd be hearing stuff I hadn't heard in 30 years. did I really say that? Well, I'm glad I still believe that.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing. You know,
kind of reconfirming your faith in yourself.
Right, that's it, almost. And although I didn't see all the footage that went to be, because there was so much of this. I mean, there's still more in the States. I mean, apart from this box set that's come out in England, in America, we've done this festival called the Oz Festival, which was the biggest crowds we ever played in front of, 500,000 people.
Yeah, the Clash did that in '83, didn't they?
That's right, yeah.
When you did, yeah.
We did it on the same bill.
Yeah.
Well, there's a double CD just come out in the States for that, and you can't get it over here, but I want to talk to Demon Records about getting that, put out over here so people can see the original lineup actually playing a proper gig in front of a proper crowd.
Proper crowd.
Well, I mean, not that our crowd are proper now, but I'm just talking. I'm talking about, when we come on stage, you can see it's about a third full, and by the time we come off, the place is absolutely heaving, and everyone's dancing.
250,000 people
smiling again. That's fantastic. So, but the box set is very important, and it's key because the people who had all the original stuff, they can hear all the sessions from a different perspective.
Yeah.
Most of those sessions were, they were in demo stage at the time. We were still kind of writing them.
Yeah.
So they were before the actual albums came
out.
I
think it's
so
great.
So you'll hear mistakes, you'll hear slightly different bass lines, you'll hear even totally different verses from, that's a different verse from the album version, and things we put in and things what we took out. And
I like the fact as well, a lot of them are done kind of live, maybe one or two kind of overdubs, but nothing really on the Peel sessions, for example. Yeah. So it's another kind of version of an album that people know, or songs from that album that people know.
That's right.
Fantastic. Roger, we're going to have to leave it there.
That's
fantastic.
It's
been a pleasure, as always.
It's been very good.
Thanks for taking the time to speak to us on the Bass Sessions.
Thank you.
Thank you.